What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You know what's up? How y'all doing out there? I'm just trying to share it so y'all can come online with me. How y'all feeling tonight? I went live a little early. So yeah. We about to get to it, y'all. I'm ready to start the show now. I got it together. Here we go.
You're now tuning in live with DMEG Radio. Danny Gyrl live. Couch Conversations. Let's go! Couch Conversations with Danny Gyrl live. DMG Radio on fire. You listening right where you hear the hottest underground and independent music. Tune in with Couch Conversations where they talk about it. No, it ain't the Breakfast Club. It's Danny Gyrl going live. Danny Gyrl going live. Danny Gyrl going live. No, it ain't the Breakfast Club. It's Danny Gyrl going live. Danny Gyrl going live. Danny Gyrl going live. Killer. DMG Radio. Danny Gyrl live. Couch Conversation. You know what it is. Monsters.
Welcome to another episode of Couch Conversations, and I am your host, Danny Gyrl. Thank y'all for tuning in one more night. I have a few announcements before we actually get the show started. It's some events coming up that I want to get to and share with y'all. So let me get to that real quick. I just have pulled them up. Y'all just bear with me a second. Okay, so September 23rd is two events going on. From 11 to 4, we have Praise in the Park. That will be held at, I'm trying to find the address. Oh, I think I got it over here. I'm excited about that because there's some real good artists on there. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, we're going to get back to Praise in the Park. Also on September 23rd, we have DMEG Takes LA, and we will be at the Underground from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. We have a few performances going on that night, but we will be celebrating Andrew's 27th birthday. So y'all make sure y'all grab y'all a ticket. Tickets are on sale on Eventbrite. The link is on my page. And if you use promo code Drew27, you get 27% off your ticket price. So make sure y'all tap in. The Underground is located in LA. You get the address when you purchase the ticket. It's an undisclosed private location. So make sure y'all grab a ticket. And come out and celebrate. We're gonna have a real nice time. And it's gonna be a real nice time. Okay, Praise in the Park. I just seen that flyer again and just scroll past it again. Y'all bear with me. Here we go. But make sure y'all come out and celebrate Andrew's birthday. Praise in the Park is going to be earlier that day. I'm excited about that because I was looking at the lineup for it. They have some very, 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 very good artists on there. And for y'all that don't know, it's Praise in the Park. So of course it's a gospel concert. And one of my artists, Sean D, will be performing. So make sure y'all come out and support DMEG. The artists are staying booked and busy. And also, some of the artists that I know will be there are Janine White, Zion Messengers, Marquise Williams. I seen the lineup and it was amazing. Let's see who else on here. Sonia Griffin, Patrick Bolton, Bishop R.D. Sanders. Like I said, my artist, Sean D. So it is Saturday, September 23rd, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is called Praise in the Park, presented by the Resurrection Festival. And the entry is free. It's gospel music. They'll have food. It is at St. Andrew's Park, September 23rd, 8701 St. Andrew's Place in Los Angeles, 90047. And if you have questions, you can email resurrectionfestinfo@gmail.com. They're also looking for vendors. But thank you to Vicky for sending me the info and for booking my artists. But we will be there with all the amazing artists that are on the lineup. And I mean, the lineup is full. So it's exciting to see who's going to be there. And like I said, Little Jazz, aka Andrew, he will be celebrating his birthday that night. This coming Friday, we will be in Brea, California. Yanni Mommy has an event going on for her birthday. I'm going to pull that up as well. Yanni Mommy and Scrooge DeVille presents radio-based live in concert and the I'm Up Next competition, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Curtis Theater in Brea. And there are several people that will be performing, including myself, also Nico Nicole, Pharaoh Lotto, Joe Jack, DJ Smooth 13. So it's going to be real hype. So I hope to see y'all there. It is this Friday, September 15th. Pre-sale tickets are $20. You can go to yannievents.com. Also, y'all can check it out on my page. So make sure y'all tune in and stay tuned and come out and participate and support and show some love for everything everybody got going on. Most of the time, though, if y'all look on my page, y'all can see who I support, what vendors I'm supporting, what artists I'm supporting, what events are coming up that I'm supporting. You can usually check it out on my page. Also, for those of you that don't know, I've been having people inbox me, asking me, am I friend requesting them? Yes, that is me. The current profile that I am on, unfortunately, is at risk with Facebook right now. So I started another one. And y'all can follow me on there. Eventually, I'll be transferring all the content to that page. And this page will be deactivated. So I'm trying to get y'all to follow me on that page. But yeah, follow me at Danny Barnes, DANNIBARNES, Danny Barnes. And if you see the friend request, it is me. So yeah, check that out. And let me see if I missed anything else before I start the show. And also, our special guest co-host today is running a little late. So we'll be getting the actual show started in a second. But I did want to make sure that I brought to y'all attention some of these things that are going on, some of these events that are coming up. For artists that are interested, we are currently holding auditions for Super Bowl weekend. We have 3 nights of events that are going on. So if you're interested, please tap in with me directly, or you can email DMEG Records LLC at gmail.com for more information. And we'll get you going and get you on the show. Also, shout out to my whole squad. Love y'all. I know y'all watching. Shout out to the whole squad. They've been out working and getting their thing together. So I appreciate them staying focused and moving forward, even in the midst of adversity. I'm trying to make sure I get all the announcements to y'all. And if y'all have an event y'all want me to put on the show, just let me know. Send it to me, inbox it to me or something, and we'll get to it. Okay, y'all. So our co-host is running a little later than I expected. So as I regroup, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and I'll be with y'all in 1 second. All right? We'll be right back.
Reloaded.
You know I'm looking clean when I step up on the scene, look bling. Pop in and get you what you need. You know I'm looking clean when I step up on the scene, look bling. Pop in and get you what you need. Come see what you can fit in, baby. You won't regret it, baby. You looking good, but that bling will make you better, baby. See what you can fit in, baby. You won't regret it, baby. You looking good, but that bling will make you better, lady. Lux, bling, shout out Luxus, bling.
Hey, this is Steve Wilkos, and if you guys are looking for a great store for adult entertainment, then check out Sex R Us. Samantha Robinson has everything from lingerie to those adult gadgets you can't find anywhere else. So, hit her up.
All right, y'all. We back from our commercial break. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Couch Conversations. So yeah, I was saying before I went to the commercial that our special ghost co-host was running a little late. So with that being said, the show must go on. First of all, I want to thank all the people that have been on the show previously. JD's, Promise, Shandi, Asanati, Cruddy Crew Pablo. I know I missed somebody. I know I missed 2 or 3 people. I want to thank everybody that's been on the show, though. I really appreciate them. It was a lot getting back to Couch Conversations. So now that I'm back, I do enjoy doing it. I do enjoy being here with y'all. I get excited about doing the show. Next week, we will have Treese Young with us, which I'm excited about talking to Treese. And we will get into a little bit how me and Treese met. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But Treese is the host of the podcast, so I'm excited to have her on the show next week. So y'all stay tuned for that. And I know I was in Facebook jail for a couple weeks, so I know that has affected my viewers and things like that. Everybody got thrown off and was hitting me up about me not being on the show, but I was in Facebook jail, just to let y'all know. So that's why I have another page as well, so that even when I have things like that going on, I can continue to flow. And you know, y'all can always find me on YouTube. so I don't have to be taking no breaks. Y'all can subscribe on YouTube at The Real Danny Gyrl. And I'm trying not to let Facebook stop nothing. So y'all just jump in and flow with me, y'all. Flow with me. But I do want to thank everybody that's been on the show. And I do have to say that I did reschedule Preach Balfour because y'all know I was really excited about having him on the show. So he will be on the show. And the people that I did miss over those couple weeks I was in Facebook jail, I do apologize, and I will get you rescheduled so that we can get you on the show. Yeah. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for being patient. For those of you that don't know as well, some of y'all been listening though. I thank y'all for listening. For those of you that don't know, every Sunday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., I play gospel music on my radio station, blogtalkradio.com/DMEG radio. And I do a good gospel lineup for y'all. It's a variety of different music, quartet, contemporary gospel, just a variety of different things that I play on there. And I thank everybody that's been listening from day one. Once I announced that I was bringing it back, y'all been tuning in. So thank everybody that's been tuned in to DMEG Gospel. I really appreciate it. To all my independent gospel artists, please send me your music. Text me, DM me, find a way to get in touch with me so that I can get your music and get it played on the show. The numbers are doing really good. It's growing every week, and I thank y'all. I really do. I tested out a few time slots from 3 a.m. in the morning until 11 a.m. And that 9 to 11 spot is where y'all feel real comfortable at. So I know a lot of y'all be getting ready for church during the end and commuting to church. Some of y'all are in between churches. So I thank y'all for really listening and tuning in and vibing with me to the music. And as y'all see, every week it's a little different vibe. I kind of record based on how I'm feeling and what I know I want to hear on Sunday morning, because I tune in as well on Sunday morning. I pre-record it. First of all, let me just let y'all know I pre-record it. So you won't be seeing a lot of interviews and stuff on there. Because on Sunday morning, I really don't have time to do it. So I thank everybody that's listening, and it just really puts me in the mood for church on Sunday morning. By the time the show is going off, I'm on my way. I'm getting in the door. So I appreciate y'all, and make sure y'all send me y'all music. Hey, Sean, how you doing? So our special guest co-host is in the waiting room, and I want to introduce the one and only, my little brother, James Moore Jr.
What's
How you doing?
good?
How you doing?
What's good? What's good? I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
I'm happy to have you. So let me just pull up my little notes because I had to get a couple of little notes.
Lord.
So first of all, happy belated birthday.
Thank you. 35
Yes.
years old.
35. That's a good year.
Yeah, Forever 21, huh? Come on.
Yeah, that's a good year. So happy belated birthday. That was a few days ago.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So you are the founder of Spiritual Praise Chorale Choir.
Yes, ma'am.
And you just had your first rehearsal.
I surely did.
How did that go?
It actually went pretty well. Of course, with anything that you're starting off, the first rehearsal is always like an informational, basically, letting the people know your vision, where you want to go, where you're trying to go, the sound that you're trying to embark on. Of course, a lot of the choirs that we hear now, it's a lot of, I want to bring back the old choir sound where it was meaning, where it wasn't just performance, but it was more so ministering to the soul, because I am a prophetic vessel. I want to bring that prophetic sound back. Not saying that it has gone anywhere, but I feel like, the praise team has overshadowed the choir.
It definitely has. It definitely has. I was just thinking about not too long ago, when you go into churches now, you don't really see too many choirs singing anymore. They usually have the praise team and they do their thing for however long, and then it goes into the word. They don't really have the choirs in too many churches anymore, including our church that I belong to. We don't have a choir there anymore, and except our youth choir. And yeah, that's something that I feel is missing. It's something that the choir ministers to in the soul that the other stuff is not getting to.
Yeah, and it's a sore spot, to me because I grew up in the choir. I was birthed in the choir. My dad sung with multiple choirs. Of course, I grew up in the pews of the Voices of Watts rehearsals, and that's where I grew up. Trail Life Missionary Baptist Church on Holmes, and growing up around the James Cleveland, the Walter Hawkins, the Robert Herrings, who's a legend in LA. But just growing around that, it made me fall in love with choir music. I started directing when I was 6 years old at my family's home church, Praise of Zion Missionary Baptist Church, 8222 South San Pedro. Yeah. So, I would never forget that because, we had broadcasts. It was one of the ones that was on at 6:30 a.m. and on at 8:30 p.m. So,
Yes.
so, back in the day. So I grew up around that, and I am still the youngest to ever have directed in that big church. So, what I mean, it's in my blood. And I just, I lost the zeal for it at first, because, I got discouraged, I fell off, my mother passed in 2004. So, a lot of things happened within that transition, which made me stronger and the man that I am now. So I'm just in a season where I'm facing every dream, every aspiration that I have without holding back nothing, no limits. So here we are.
Yeah, and God is always in the midst. He always gonna bless whatever is there, exalting Him. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm looking forward to what you have to come with the choir. One thing I wanted to ask is, will you be writing any music for the choir or?
Yes, I am returning back to the pen. I am returning back to the pen and the notepad. I will be writing some songs. I do already have songs that I've written previous years that I will be tweaking and revamping with other writers as well. And I already also do have other writers, writing songs for the choir as well. So we will be putting out music. This is not just a choir where we just sing other people's music, even though we will show homage to different legends, not just in our city, but people, influences that influence me musically in this gospel journey. So we will be doing tributes, of course, but I will be writing songs and we will be recording, and I'm just waiting to see what God do through this ministry.
Okay. Who were some of the people that inspired you? Let's get into that.
Man, all right. Well, most of all, my mentor, who literally once I made the decision at 6 years old to direct the choir, mind you, I was playing in choir rehearsal, acting like I was directing because I was trying to mimic my mentor. And my auntie Cheryl Roach got me and was like, "You want to direct?" I said, "Yeah, why not? I could do it. Put me up there." That's how it all began. So, of course, first off, it's Robert Henry. I love his drive, his attack to gospel music, and just his discipline to make sure that everything was done in decent. Or if it was not perfect, he was not doing it. Secondly,
Okay.
of course, all-time legend Ricky Dillard, the Alondra Draper, the Walter Hawkins. I'm an old James Cleveland head. Many people don't know that. James Hall, and may his soul rest in peace. He literally just had a birthday, I believe, 2 days ago. Happy birthday to Kevin Lemons. I've been watching Kevin Lemons since they used to have this thing called Camlink, where before we had TikTok, before we had Facebook Live,
Oh yeah.
we had Camlink in the early 2000s, and I've been watching him since then. So I've been a long time, since I think about 2005. I've been a Kevin Lemons fan. And I always
Okay.
loved his drive. And I even tuned into his rehearsals. The rehearsals, if it's like you got to be on top, and that's what I love. So I love the discipline.
Okay.
And I also have local mentors as well that may not that are known as well. John Bernard, Deontay Duckett.
Deontay. Oh, let's stop. Paul, stop.
That's my cousin.
Deontay Duckett.
Man, he just man, I'm so proud of that dude because he literally just did something that we talked about as kids. And I know he posted it, so it's out there. Congratulations, Cuzzo, for writing a song for Ricky Diller and New G that's going to be on the album. And I'll be listening.
I'm proud of him.
So I'm definitely proud of him. You know, the Tony Jones, the Jamil Jones, you know. Those are mentors, the Quincy Feldens. Those are the mentors that I actually look up to musically.
Yeah, Mr. Quincy, he's a cold piece. Man,
tell me about it. You know, he been on me since I was in diapers, so you know that just lets you know how long we go back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I noticed you said some serious like local legends. Tony Jones.
You know, I've been around the music scene for a while. You know, it's been a very inspiration, you know, and I love it. And I believe the West Coast has some of the greatest writers, some of the greatest choir directors that has ever walked this planet. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, I know people like they shine on, you know, the East Coast choir directors, but let's be honest, the West Coast did it first.
Yeah, and I have to shout out one of my favorites, Brent Jones. I love
Brent. Come on, Brent, Uncle Brent. Yeah, man. Matter of fact, he got a recording coming up. Yeah, let's go.
Yes, with the TP Mob. I'm trying to be in there.
Yeah, man. You know, he doing big things. I'm proud of him.
Yeah. So it is. It's some great people that came out of LA with the choirs. There's some great choir directors. One of my favorite choir directors to watch is Kathy Rochelle.
That's my auntie. I actually sung with her choir. I sung with her choir that she formed after her father passed. And that's that's I don't care what nobody say. That's one directing woman. When that leg gets a kicking, you already know it's on. It's on.
Kathy Rochelle. Shout out to my auntie. A lot of people don't know her, but Miss Andre Calvin, she's a co-choir director as well.
Yeah.
It's some co-choirs and choir directors and stuff in LA, man.
And people be amazed at how many real choir directors we have on the West Coast that, you know, that are like, man, you really could direct. Yes. And will direct you under a pew.
Yes.
And you know, that's one thing I love about the West Coast as well, is that we have multiple genres and multiple skills that we fluctuate through, that people they can never just put us in a box. We're outside the box. Like we could sing, we could write, we could direct, we could do praise and worship. And go back to the choir stand, and you would never know the difference because we separate the two. We're so out of the box, and that's one thing I love about the West Coast.
Right, I do. I really love the diversity in the people. Like, you might go to one church and see the musicians over here doing something. You might see them same musicians somewhere else singing.
Absolutely.
You know, they might be in somebody's studio. So I love the diversity of the musicians in LA. And I have to say this, because you cannot mention LA choirs at all without mentioning and shouting out Jeffrey Coppridge. So,
Uncle Jeff, LA Inner City, man.
LA Inner City, man. You cannot mention choirs and don't mention LA Inner City.
They are booming right now, and I'm so elated to see what God is doing through that ministry. Like, for real. Like, they are they are booming, and I love to see the thrive. I love to see the thrive.
KJLH Radio, Free Voices. Shout out to we got some choirs in LA.
We got some, you know, FM2, Freddie Moore, and FM2 Intentional. You know, I'm still an honorary member. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. So So yeah, and those choirs I support, and you can't mention LA without mentioning Black. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
we have some choirs, and it's something that that I miss. When I grew up, we had what we used to call, and Voice of Watch used to do it in the summertime, I believe. And it was a fellowship service where all the choirs came together and they had a service and fellowship, and they sung together and they worship in a church. And we was in there till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, knew we had to be at
Right.
school, knew we had to be at school the next day, but we got up, tired and all. We got up and we went to school. And I really want to bring that back. So be on the lookout because we're bringing that back.
I'm excited. I'm excited that you are, and I'm excited about the writing part that you bring into the table, because I really want to hear something that's just a little more soul touching. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the praise and worship music, I do, but it's just something different about choir music. I like hearing Break Every Chain, but it's something different about Cast Your Cares on Jesus.
Listen, don't start. It don't take much.
And be not dismayed, whatever betide.
Yes.
It's something different about Lily in the Valley.
Bright and Morning Star. Come on here. Yeah. And that's what we really want to bring back, because I always tell people, and I live by this daily. You can never know where you're going till you know where you've been.
Right.
So I don't like everything that's in the church. I don't believe in just throwing away the old, because it took the old for us to get to the new. So I really want to blend. So I give y'all a sneak peek of the sound that you will hear from Spiritual Praise Chorale. You will hear a blend with the old and the new combined. And we will gel it in sync to where you won't even know that it was an old song, but you will feel that old resonance of how it made your grandmother feel, how it made your father feel, which is why they could say that, if he healed me before, he could heal me back then, because you would know that in those songs. And that's really where I want to, because it's all good to, have the nice click track and, have the funkiest, band and whatever. But if there's no message and you just singing lyrics, the songs that we will sing, the song that we will write, it will be not only prophetic to the soul, but it will be mending to the heart. Because I don't know, because quick testimony about me. I didn't have a hard life, but I made hard decisions. You know what I mean? I went through the hardcore depression. You know what I mean? Tried to kill myself 3 times. Failed each and every time. Grandmother died in 2002. Mother died 2004. Watch this. 2 days apart, 2 years apart. My grandmother died February 5th, 2002. My mother died February 3rd, 2004. I should be under a pew, under a freeway going crazy. 6 months later, my dad gets stricken with colon cancer that he's still fighting to this day. So I'm a living testimony to let people know that if you just hang on, don't worry about the storms. The storms come. It's life. James Cleveland said it best, where he said, I don't feel no waste time. I come too far from where nobody told me that this road was going to be easy. But guess what? I don't believe that he brought me this far to leave me. So, you know what I mean? And of course, throughout that transition to try to grasp my mind on what's going on, I made bad decisions, horrible decisions. But I didn't allow my decisions to deter me from where I'm supposed to be. So I always, turn back to what I knew. And gospel music saved my life. Choir music saved my life. Me being a preacher, literally diving in ministry, and shout out to my mother, who's also my pastor, Apostle Shalonda Clay, who literally saved my life and saw me where I was, but didn't judge me where I was, but she allowed me to heal where I was. So
Yeah, and that's what sometimes people need.
yeah, because so many church, because so
Let
many
you know where
people
they
they'll
are.
judge. Yeah, so many people they would judge you where you are, not knowing what you have to come through. And
Right.
don't get me wrong, I used to be like that. And not too long ago, I had to come to a reality with talking to one of my sisters, and I had to be like, wow, I turned into the same ones that judged me when I was going through my public trials, when I was going through my public disappointments and failures, how they judged me, but not knowing all the things that I have been through, why I make decisions, why I make harsh decisions. And some, they still judge me by my past, but I'm not who I was. I'm on a whole new path. And I just thank God that that he no longer identified me by my past, but he identifies me by my future.
Right.
So it's just a testament to let someone know that yes, you could mess up. Yes, you could fail many of times. But if God don't give up on you, so what? Who else gives up on you? The one that
Right.
created you still has you in the palm of his hand.
Right. And at the end of the day, he controls everything.
Absolutely.
So yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited. I'm excited about hearing some good choir music. I really am. I really am.
Yeah, we're excited about bringing it. We're rehearsing right now. We got a couple of stuff coming up. We will be at True Way in the second Sunday of October
Okay.
with the Millsaps.
Pastor Millsap.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. We will be over there. That's the church that my dad goes to, and him and the recording artist, Auntie Madeline Mosley, will be throwing a
Right.
concert. So we'll be there, fellowshiping with them, and then we will be celebrating my sister Crystal Collins' mother in San Bernardino, October 15th, which is the third Sunday of October, and then November 3rd. We will be back in San Bernardino celebrating the Crystal Collins, along with Jacqueline Carr and Marquise Williams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marquise is everywhere.
Yeah. Hey, that's my brother, and he is doing it. I am so proud of him because he is literally living the dream that was prophesied to him years ago. And I'm just honored to just be able to be a brother and a friend and just to be able to see what God is really doing through him and his music and his ministry.
Yes. Yes. And just to see him continuously being elevated.
Yeah. And he's touchable and he's still real.
He is.
This to the people, listen, don't let your title change you. Stay you.
You got to.
Stay you. Yes, I'm an elder, but I am still James Moore Jr. So, don't let no title change you.
Reverend David, how you doing now?
And what I love is that Bishop Marquise Williams didn't allow his title to change him, but he's literally changing the title. I love it.
He is, and I love him dearly. So, will you be at Praise in the Park?
I am making plans to make Praise in the Park. I definitely am. I'm
excited about Praise in the Park.
I am too. They got some heavy hitters. I wish we came out earlier so that we could be a part of Praise in the Park. But
they got some heavy hitters.
Yeah, I'm like, people don't understand. LA is doing it, and what I love about all these, Praise in the Parks, the things that all the people are doing. This is stuff that we used to do, and I love to see that it's coming back because it was the choir. I remember they used to have contests in the mall, and the choirs just come in their choir robes and be right there. Hawthorne Mall, the Carson Mall, and they used to be like right there in the middle of the whole mall, going broke. And I miss that. I miss the old.
You only 35. You couldn't have been but 2 or 3 or 4.
I was, but I remember everything, and I sat there and I gleamed. And I learned. People would tell you. My wife would tell you, I am an old soul.
Yeah.
I
You
cannot
know what?
help
I
it.
all about that. They did used to have them choir concerts in the
They
mall.
used to have the little choir contest in the mall, and it was repping your city, and
Yeah.
whoever won, they got the bragging rights. Yeah, all the
Oh,
midnight concerts and that. Come on, I
yeah. I
miss
used to
it.
love midnight musicals
I
and
miss
all
it.
that type of stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
I miss it.
Yeah.
And them midnight musicals used to really turn into really prophetic services because somebody would come in there and go and come in with a wheelchair, but they'll walk out with it.
Yeah. And
And
you
we
know
used to
what?
have church.
Back then it's like, and I tell people this all the time. I know it's a lot of people that don't like church and they say church is fake, and you know, it is what it is about church. But I tell people all the time, I've actually grown up and seen people come into the church in a wheelchair and walk out. I've
Yeah.
actually seen that. I've seen miracles happen in church. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people be healed. So, you know, I would like to get back to some of that old stuff. I like the new stuff we got.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I like some of the technology we brought into church. I think I'm a little too spoiled on technology because I asked them at my church a couple weeks ago why they don't take Cash App.
Yeah.
Um, it'd just be so much easier if I could just Cash App y'all my offering. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
And you know, and that's what, and like you said, I miss like the old school, you know, church where you will be preparing yourself to go to a concert, but God will literally meet you at that concert and change your
Yes.
life forever. And
Yes.
that's something that we will. That's something that I will be bringing back because I don't just want my concerts or my services, or even I don't care if it's a recording. If God speaks, I'm letting God loose. I don't care about no recording because at that moment, because my thing is this: if God is speaking, that means that there is somebody in the room that needs to hear.
Right.
And I feel like we have come into the culture where we got comfortable performing and not ministering. And I really want to minister
Yes.
more than perform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care about the lights. I don't care about the glamour. This is a love for me. This is a passion for me of choir music, and it's a dream for me. So I'm living my dream, but I'm not going to allow my dream to take what God wants to do in the room. So yes, I may want to sing the songs and give on a good performance and give on a good show. But the moment that God pulled my coattail, say, I'm here. I need to talk to somebody. It's the moment that I'm letting him loose. And
yeah, I think that's kind of where we went wrong at in the church is when we started allowing things to be timed and cutting things off and not allowing the spirit to move the way it needs to move in the room.
Yeah.
I know we don't have to be in church all day, but sometimes we be in church all day.
Listen, and the cold part is, I tell people like this: if you could go to the club and not look at your watch, you can go to church and not look at your watch.
They don't look at their watch at work either.
No, listen, and my mother, she always says this, and she's also my apostle, and she always tells me, and she teaches us. She teaches all of the ministers and elders, and she tells us, and she dropped nuggets. She finds a message out of anything. And she told us this one day. She said, the moment that you make ministry about you is the moment that God has left your ministry.
Okay, I feel
so. So the thing is that no matter what service that you're in, if you have a ministry that is supposed to, edify His kingdom, then it should never be about you. I don't care what song you at. The moment that He says speak, let Him go forth. And that's how I grew up. Like Voices of Watch concerts,
environment, but just period.
Yeah, and any ministry. In any ministry, and that's how I grew up. I remember sitting in concerts, and it literally turned into full-blown deliverance service, where deliverance went forth, and the preachers were preachers, and they would get down and dirty with you, and they would stay there with you. That's when we had Tarian services,
right,
and testimonial services, and real like not this, this patty cake stuff. No, the real deal, where you have people foaming at the mouth. You have people getting delivered, demons being cast out, and that's the type of church I grew up in, and that's what I really want to bring back within the choir segment, where songs it didn't just bring about you feeling good, you rocking and rolling, but it made you think and want to be like, hey, what God is that? I want him.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of the choir songs in the past, they bring some type of comfort when you going through things.
Absolutely.
And I love, like I said, I love praise and worship, but it's just a certain comfort that's lacking.
Yeah. And you would never, it's certain songs. Now I'm gonna say this, certain song praise and worship that gets me, I'll be done. But it was those choir songs that, that kept me. Like, thank you, Lord, for all you've done. It made you think I could have been homeless. It could have been me outdoors with no food. Those type of songs,
And let me tell you, okay?
Listen, it's those songs. It's the John B. Keys, the Wash Me, make white, make me white it is. It's those songs created me. It's those songs that it made you feel, and the Clay Evans, the All Day and All Nights, the Angels. You sing that song, a mother is about to run all around the church carrying her wig. That's how it was growing up. So the Precious Lords. All those songs, man. Those were inspirations to me because I got to see how God can touch someone through music. That was my first experience growing up. Watching my father's choir and singing in choir, singing in the GMWAs under BJ Spears, and singing those old songs and seeing how people were being touched and delivered and healed and set free. And seeing people come down and bring guns to the altar and say that I was going home to kill myself, but because of this song that y'all sung in the right moment, I want to live. Those are the moments that I live for. And those are the moments that I'm going to strive for, to where it's not about the performance. It's about the soul being changed.
Listen, the first emotion I ever felt over music, I was in the 11th grade. I was singing in Hamilton High School Gospel Choir.
All right, come on.
Fred Martin was our director.
Oh, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Tramika Richardson and Abraham McDonald was singing a song.
Legends, y'all.
And I did not know that somebody singing a song could make you feel emotional like that.
Yeah.
And I cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. And that's when I knew that the choir was a little bit different.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Fred too, because Fred is a co-choir director, y'all. Don't let Tommy Club fool y'all, because he got his little group, y'all.
Listen, co-choir director.
He cold, y'all. He cold.
And the choir, man, it's a staple in the Black church. That was the you had a good choir, you was solid. Even if you had a bad choir, but y'all sounded decent, you was solid.
Right.
But it was just something about the songs. It wasn't even so much about the note or so much of how how good you could bark or what your range was. It was the lyrics of the song.
It was the lyrics.
Because the moment that you opened your mouth and you sung, walk with me, or you sung, created me, or whatever it was that was, in that time, we already knew that, okay, in a minute we gonna be done. And that's the feeling that you want to have, to where you can literally sing to someone's heart and speak to someone's heart through music, that it would make them change. that it will make them want to get to know the God that you serve, that it will make them, not want to go through depression. Not, I read, I was in one service, and the choir was going forth, and a lady walked up and gave a testimony, and she literally said, I'm in an abusive relationship, and because they sung a particular song, dealing with coming out of struggles, no more pain. She decided, she was like, I don't want to be like this anymore, because the choir sung tonight, I'm going home free. Do you not understand the power that you have when you could sing a song and literally, and people, anybody that knows about domestic violence, it's hard to detach yourself. But the power that you have just to sing a song that could change a very woman's mind that may have been struggling for years, if just off of your song, just make up her decision and be like, I want to walk free. Don't ever forget your power. And I feel like we forgot the power of the choir, and we overshadowed it with the praise and worship. Now, the praise and worship is good, but it's the choir, man, that it had you in chills. Like, a certain riff, a certain run, or just the way they express, or just the passion that they sung with. You had chills on your arms.
I heard something in a Trey McLaughlin song. Let me think. What song is it? It's a song he has called "You Deserve the Highest."
Yeah.
And when the song comes on, he talks about harmony. He said, and their harmony in the song is not there for the sake of harmony. It is to emphasize what you are trying to say.
Absolutely.
And that's what the choir message is. It emphasizes
what you're trying
to say. That's why
and we'll overemphasize it too.
Yes. and most choirs in churches will come up before the word. And it was like a flow of bringing the spirit in with the choir so that it flowed into the word. And it was just like, it's something lacking now.
Because it's literally one song that would literally bring me to tears every time, because it was like that song came out in a time of my life where literally I was literally in a dark place. Like, I was literally going through hardcore depression as a teen, a preteen at that, and that would speak to my heart.
Yes.
That song, man, it was everything. And that was my mother's favorite song. And, that song, it spoke to me, because, I want him to, not just talk to me, but speak to me, speak to the innermost parts of me, because if you could change the inside, you have given me enough power to change the outside.
Right.
And that's what choir music does. It will give you strength on the inside and enough power on the inside that you would want to leave change so that you could change on the outside.
Listen, and I will say this to this day until somebody proves me wrong. One of the most powerful choir songs ever is Jesus Can Work It Out.
Listen.
Song so powerful they used it for a Google commercial.
Yes, they did.
And for all the people that didn't know what it was, I'm sure all the black people knew what it was.
Absolutely.
As soon as the song came on, people praise breaking in their house on the commercial break because Jesus can work it out while they trying to sell a Google laptop.
Yeah. That problem that I had.
Yes.
I just couldn't see my soul.
They knew what to do with that song.
Listen. But it sounds like exactly. It sounds like that that gave you strength. That I don't care what I'm going through. I know that Jesus is gonna work it out. And I miss how choir songs, they took scripture and made it melody.
Right.
They took scripture. They took they wrote out of pain and made it a message. Like that's the type of music. It wasn't just lyrics with these choir songs. Like Hezekiah Walker, A Second Chance. How many times y'all messed up? And
Right.
God gave you another chance.
Right.
Those are the type of songs that literally spoke and literally will literally always have an embarkment on my journey.
Well, this has been so interesting having you on this show, and I
I'm
have loved
honored.
it so much. And you know what? I really want you to come back as we get the choir going.
Hey, listen, just let me know I'm here. I rushed from work to get here. Come on here.
And
Listen.
I appreciate you so much. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Taking your journey with this choir and following where you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm proud of you.
It's
a lot
a
of
journey.
people don't follow their path. They don't.
Yeah,
But,
and you know, I just want to encourage any like dreamer, don't ever stop dreaming. Don't ever stop. Don't give up on your dream. Don't let your dream die. But literally follow your dream. Because, you know, if you allow your dream, if you abort your baby too early, you will live a life of regret. Like, what if? And then you will be jealous of or envy of someone that is doing something that you have the every mindset to do first. So don't ever give up on your dream. I don't care if you 35, 21, 18, follow your dream. And don't ever let if anybody could kill your dream, they could kill your vision.
Yep.
Because a dreamer is only a leader that has vision. So don't ever let your dream die, because if you let your dream die, you will kill your vision.
That's a good word. That's a good word. And thank you again. Let me just go through my little spiel real quick. You can show your support for Couch Conversations by Zelle or Apple Pay, 702-578-6716, or you can Venmo me, DMEG LLC. Please don't send me no money on Cash App. I might not get it. Okay, y'all?
Cash App been tripping. Listen.
You can contact Divine Management and Entertainment Group, LLC. Email me to my personal email, dmeg.dbarnes@gmail.com. Also, check out the website, dmegllc.square.site, and my phone number, 702-578-6716. Feel free to text me. If you call me, y'all might not get me, but if you text me, you will get a response, y'all. I guarantee that. Make sure y'all tune in next Wednesday night with my special guest, Treese Young of TNT Podcast. Also, make sure you tune in tomorrow night for Danny Gyrl Live on blogtalkradio.com/DMEG Radio. And you can submit your music to my personal email. Also, for those of you out there, please, 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 if you're a gospel artist, please submit your music for DMEG Gospel on Sunday mornings from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. I'm going to add that next week so that y'all can see the time. Like I said earlier, thank y'all to everybody that's been listening. Shout out to all my independent gospel artists in LA. Y'all know I love home, so y'all know I've been representing y'all every Sunday, especially my Sonia Griffin. I'm sorry, y'all.
Auntie Sonia.
Okay, y'all, I'm partial to Sonia Griffin, and I want to sing like her when I grow up. Okay? All right, y'all. So make sure you tune in and support. Thank you again, James, for being here. Make sure you come back. Make sure you come back. If you don't make it back this season, come back for season 4.
I got you.
Okay. And thank y'all to everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all to everybody that's been supporting. I hope to see y'all at Praise in the Park. And I hope to see y'all at Andrew's birthday party next week. And I love y'all. And like I always say every week, peace and have a divine night.